Hey, church family. Wanted to touch base with you again this week and share with you a little bit my thoughts on courage. We have seen a lot of courage shown over this past year and in these past few weeks. And we have seen it in the midst of the COVID crisis with frontline healthcare workers, with people that worked in our grocery stores, all of the essential personnel that basically took their life in their hands to face the virus and to help people. We've seen a lot of courage. And then we have the storm, and we see the electrical workers and the people out sanding the streets so we can drive safely if we have to drive. And we see all of these folks just doing their jobs with courage. And it made me think about when Joshua prepared to take people into a land he hadn't seen and was facing great challenges, much like facing a virus, much like facing an ice storm, but facing an enemy that would retaliate and attack against him. And so God gives Joshua some words before he enters the Holy Land. And in Joshua chapter 1, it says this. It's starting in verse number 5. He says, "No one will be able to stand against you all the days of your life." That's the power of God standing with us. And he says to Joshua, "As I was with Moses, so I will be with you. I will never leave you nor forsake you." And hopefully that'll remind you of the words of Jesus, basically saying the same thing. I will never leave you or forsake you. And so he says this to Joshua, verse 6. "Be strong and courageous, because you will lead these people to inherit the land I swore to their ancestors to give them. Be strong and very courageous. Be careful to obey all the law my servant Moses gave you. Do not turn from it to the right or the left, that you may be successful wherever you go. Keep this book of the law always on your lips. Meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do everything written in it. Then you will be prosperous and successful. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." Brothers and sisters, that's the same promise we're given, that he will be with us wherever we go. And as courageous as all these frontline workers are, and as these utility workers are, up on telephone poles, as courageous as they are, let me tell you what, I think it takes even more courage to live for Christ each and every day. We are light and darkness, and every day we have to remember the words that God gave Joshua, be strong and courageous, because you are salvation in the world. Your life is a light that leads people to true salvation in Jesus Christ. And so I would say to you this afternoon, be strong and very courageous, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Follow his law, meditate on it day and night, and God will hold you up. He will guide you through whatever storm comes in life, because he's called us as Christians to be strong and courageous. Brothers and sisters, it's something we need to do. It's the way we need to live our lives, with strength and courage that doesn't come from us, but that comes from God. I'm reminded of Ephesians chapter 6, that he says, you need my strength. Take my strength, take my armor, and you'll be able to stand. And knowing that we have his armor, we can be strong and very courageous. May God bless you and have a great weekend.